YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. And yep, the title does not deceive you. Sword Art Online, the movie, progressive. We just got finished seeing that bad boy at the local Cinemark in the hood. I'm Jody Joe. That's Sad Award.
You on this one early, Jody Joe.
Thanks to that man over there in the side, BG4.
They also call me Blackie.
I was trying to think of a joke.
You know we got a contrast. Got Flash up in this motherfucker, y'all.
Yo, what's good?
So listen, I never seen Sword Art Online until today. BG4, thank you, bro. He made me watch episode 1 of the anime. Mm-hmm. All I did was watch the first episode of the anime, and then we went directly to go see this movie. Yep. So I could get introduced to the film. So basically, this is the video game, and like the characters in this anime are in the video game because the video game exists in this anime, and they go into a virtual world to where they're hijacked into staying there. If they die in the world, they die in real life.
Yep.
The only way to get out is to beat level 100 and complete the game, and all of the stuff that progress after that of like survival, teaming up, factions, and all that stuff. So this movie is the progression of that. These characters are trying to beat the game. They're trying to survive. 2 big clans have been formed since then. It's the ALS, and the K something.
DK.
Yeah.
DKB.
Yeah. You can just say Big Raid Group 1 and Big Raid Group 2 for them for right now.
Bloods, Crips.
Sure, you good enough. We in the hood, yes, let's go.
Yeah, so you got these are 2 big guilds who, think about it being a post-apocalyptic world, right? What you want to do is you want to join a guild to get protection too and survival and shit. But and a lot of people do that, but there's a couple of characters who ain't about that. Like this girl right here. What's her name?
Asuna.
Asuna. Yep, Asuna. And her boyfriend, that's not really her boyfriend, but it's her friend. Wink, wink. He go by the name of
Kirito.
They doing their thing. They solo. They lone wolves. They got a little small group of friends that they do things with. They're not a part of no guild. They're just getting it in, and his mission is to protect people. He's a pretty good lead character so far from what I saw. You know what I'm saying? And they have to... this is just another grind. The level 5 boss, they find out that there's something that the guilds are up to that's going to shift the balance of power, which would end up hurting everybody in the game and then being chaos. So they need to come up with a plan, formulate, and execute on that plan. And that's what this anime is about. This movie is about. And I got to keep it a buck. I like this shit a lot, man. Reminds me of DC Universe Online. Reminds me of Final Fantasy, the RPG element, the mentions of AoE and buffs and deep with buffs, attacks and
Side quests.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, we heard you up there when they were talking about, some people don't even play the main game anymore. They just go into side quests. Flash.
And I'm glad.
Flash.
I didn't know if you was gonna hear me.
Oh no, we heard you good.
For sure. And I heard you say Bob Ross. Yeah. So yeah, man. This shit is tight, bro. I gotta say the familiarity of it, and I can imagine how like more people would be more hyped about it, like you, gamers who game all the time and shit, like that type of stuff, like scratches that itch, bro. And it's just hearing those words like in an anime about an anime.
The world's colliding.
Yeah, that shit was kind of tight. Yeah, I was enjoying it, man. What about you?
Oh man, I really enjoyed it as well. I seen like Jody made an analogy for Saw. I found out the first episode of the anime was actually a lot darker than the whole movie was. You know
Facts.
The movie was pretty much about teamwork,
yeah, that's a good point.
Together, friendship.
Yeah.
The first one is like felt dark and deep. Like
because
Twisted Mind came up with this.
At this point, they're used to the world, the darkness world. So now it's like, all right, they got through it, they cried, they moped, but then they said, all right, let's play this game.
Make the best of it.
Yeah.
And when the first episode, season 1 anime, episode 1, they had just been bamboozled and realized they'd been hoodwinked. You know what I mean?
Tone.
But Jody, one of the other things that seemed the most interesting to me that made the dynamic even greater than, let's say, a Legend of Zelda cartoon is that the PKs. The PKs is not a guild yet, but they're another rogue faction that are really coming in there they are the player killers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not just they the haters for real.
The murderers of the digital world.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Like,
they know they
dang,
can get away with it, man.
So you would just go out killing? Like, you ain't gonna try to beat the game to live? You don't care about your life?
It's a free.
I mean,
they are
hey,
accepting
maybe
the purge.
they're-
For them, it's like the purge.
I
But
mean,
you could die.
Yeah, but they're already. What do you usually play the game for anyway?
If you're
you play to escape the reality. Well, now this is my reality. Oh yeah, I'm all in,
bro. You know, you play DC.
I'm all in.
You don't remember? What's Little Bohemia Police Department?
Yeah.
And we see those buff niggas standing on top, and they just come down, just beat your ass, and then go back up.
Yeah.
Cause you weak as fuck.
Yeah.
Those are those PK niggas.
But there's actual life behind this being lost.
Nigga, they didn't care. I had to go all the way back, nigga.
It's
I had to cross that big ass river, nigga.
It's okay. It's okay.
And I was
it's
a
okay.
runner.
It's okay. It's okay, Flash. It's okay.
I would have to believe that people wouldn't do that. People wouldn't just absolute kill you in the game knowing you're going to die in real life. And number two, why are you attacking people? That's a way to get yourself killed. You feel me? You attack a real nigga? Like in that case,
Yes, but
you're liable to die.
But they were chasing after teenagers and little girls, and you know what I mean? They didn't come across.
Getting a little sick ones.
You also have to remember there was the one portion that they didn't go too deep into, was the betas. So those who played the game before its actual release.
Beta
some
players,
of those beta
not
players.
beta males, beta players.
Yeah, some of those.
They're all beta males, but we're talking about beta players.
But some of those betas are incorporated within the PKs, so
yeah, it was 1,000.
They're already ahead.
1,000 out of 10,000.
Out of as far as levels go, they're already up.
And that's why our hero's dope, because he was in the beta and he got all the way up to level 8.
So he's got some familiarity that other people don't have.
Yup.
And they have.
Which is tight, nigga, because when you play a beta in the game, you get advantage.
Yes.
Even in the game, in real life.
Right.
That's fire.
Now back to the film. I want to fight this boss. So for anybody who goes to see this film, I just want you to know, as far as that game portion, that was great. But also just knowing the fact that this is the world they're in, I want to fight a boss like this.
Will you get the game BG4 and actually play it with the subs?
It's a single
and
player.
Fight the boss?
It's most likely
God,
a single
dang.
player. I'd have to. It's
Hold on that motherfucker.
look.
Would you get the game
They're
and play with this?
they're all single
When
players.
God
you gonna be able
damn.
to do that?
Well, I'll say it this way.
we did that DC.
I haven't done that yet
It's
for this
single
show.
player and it's not online?
No, it's multiplayer online. So
But only one player.
You have
Only
your
you.
own
He's
accounts.
talking about the game.
I know.
But yeah,
I
it'll
know,
be
but
other
I'm saying
niggas
you
on
only
the
have
internet.
one account. Even I'm saying real life and in the show, you only have one account. It's for you. You play it. You
Yeah.
go online and you meet other people and then you play.
Oh.
That's what I'm
So,
saying.
game developers, if y'all really want to get money, imagine if you die and you really out the game now. If you just soon as you get one life, like you do.
Oh.
You'd be paying to
Pay
get back
your
in.
money and you out of here. What you did, you gotta pay again. To create a whole new account.
But no,
Pay
when
like
it
to buy
comes
a whole
to
other game.
when it comes to the boss that they finally gave us, I mean, they set it up. I think they set it up very, very well. They set it up to this point where you're wondering what's going on. There's a little bit of some backstory there. There's some clips to me that mean something, and I'm not even talking about from the anime. This is the second film in this Sword Art Online franchise, as far as I know. The first one, they had some things going on from the first one that tied into this with one of the characters that you saw with the scythe. She was in the first one, so that's why there was.
Is that first film tied to the anime season 1?
It's also tied. Yes.
Tied.
So
I think I got
that's there.
spoiled.
You didn't really necessarily get spoiled, no.
I think I got spoiled. I think they mentioned a guy dying, and I think it was his homie in the red hair.
There's, oh, sure, if you want to think that, but there's plenty of people he knows who die. So, you know I'm still good at this. You know I'm still good at this. I
I
ain't
was
giving
getting
you
popcorn
nothing.
and I missed that
I
part.
ain't
So
giving
now
you
I'm
nothing.
If it was E, you'd be like, how'd you know? Oh, you connected shit? Oh, fuck.
But it was
Hey,
definitely
bro, it's
an
good thing you
awesome
dropped him off.
experience.
Good thing you dropped him off.
It was an absolutely awesome experience.
He's watching the whole season right now.
He gonna watch this review. I'm in trouble. He gonna beat me up.
He's
This gonna be
always
public.
watching.
This gonna be
He's
on
always
YouTube.
watching.
Right, but he's gonna jump ahead and watch the whole series of the.
He said he would watch it.
He already completed the whole
Oh
thing.
my god.
Don't worry, he doesn't remember anything though.
Yeah. It looked like
About that boss fight you were talking about?
Yeah.
Flash. How long before you got it? What they had to do? I knew like in the first.
I knew right away.
Yeah.
I knew right away.
I was like, you hit him, and then the legs come out, and then you just then you attack the weak spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like hit him, And then seeing them figure it out was kind of dope. But I was like, dang, y'all supposed to be gamers. Like, y'all didn't figure that shit out quicker.
They also got to waste time.
Yeah,
for us
but
to-
also just think of it. It might still be a little bit different. Even though you got your gamer brain on, it might be totally different if you're stuck in the world.
They had the scoop from the information chick,
yeah,
though.
but you
about
remember
the,
when you remember when Kirito went in there and what he said?
It's not the same.
It's a little bit different, yeah.
Yeah, but the crescent was
But she was still on his forehead.
But the weakness was still the crest.
Yeah,
All right,
that was
so
there,
freak you.
but
They
still
didn't see
the
the forehead
overall.
for the first 5 minutes, but once they
No, he
saw
didn't. The
it,
first thing that came out was his head, I think.
No, it was the hand.
His
No,
hand came out.
Oh, the hands popped up. Yeah,
grabbed
yeah,
it.
And
yeah.
then the
the hand
beat,
popped up.
and then
Yeah,
they
yeah,
finally
yeah.
looked up, and then they said, "Let's get out of here." And before that, all
Yeah,
of a
yeah,
sudden,
yeah.
that's something happened, and chaos just ensued.
Oh, girl with the sights, she tight.
Yes.
Why does it only show her level but nobody else's? I want to see the other players' levels.
What was her level?
16.
Okay, I was just curious. Good job.
I'm on that shit, bro. I'm like,
I know you. The detail
I'm looking
guy,
at
so
the
I just
other
wanted to see
levels.
it.
I'm looking like, who level? They ain't showing nobody else's level.
I already got a crush, Jody Joe, and I know her level high as heck.
We get the levels in this motherfucker. Hey, let me tell you, when she got that sword, that told me something. The sword counteracted the dang. It was something where I was like, okay, yeah. So in the cave, the guy attacked and it was like a clink, but when she got the sword, it went through. So that made me think like, all right, that let me know off top, her primary attack weapon is stronger than the boy's primary attack weapon.
Not necessarily.
What her sword was able to
They
do.
kind of explained it in the movie. You probably missed it. It's
Levels.
like DCO.
Just
like DC.
levels.
Remember
Just
how?
like you said.
Remember how the spec tree, when you spec into the guns,
Yeah.
but you can't use the bow because you're not spec into it. Remember? But if you have enough skill points,
But
can
you could
spec it.
get,
Yeah, but you have to reset your tree and go into the bow to get all the combos and everything. It's
because
like
you only
that.
have the 30 skill points.
Right, but it's like that.
Okay.
That's why he was planning. You won't be able to use this sword because you spec'd into the little sword. The
Yeah,
daggers.
you're on the short sword. You're on the daggers, so you'd have to actually get experience in order.
No. You talking about the other guys. You talking about the bad guys. I'm talking about the good girl and the boy.
Yeah, but they picked up her sword and they explained it there.
I know they explained that, and I heard that part. Yeah. What is the name of the main guy?
Kirito.
The girl's sword is stronger than Kirito's main sword.
So you compare.
Oh, that's what you
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because he was trying to, it showed a cling, and then it showed her. She was like,
Sure, you can think that too. Whatever.
Man, I saw
She even
it.
punched him hard. He punched the
Yeah.
shit out of him. He didn't even have that much of a punch.
So she's strong, bro.
Well, she punched him inside of a safe zone, which is why that icon came up, so no damage was even taken.
But he was like, yo, even in here,
Yeah, I
your
know, she
punches
was-
packs and
Hey,
pounds.
my nigga, none of them niggas that was on their team is above level 10.
Wow, she's
Especially that black guy. Yeah, y'all, what's up? We gonna get it popping up in here. Jive Turkey, I tell you what. Sad, we both cringed. My nigga.
All right, y'all. If y'all gonna start giving us black people, get him right. He is 9 years older than everybody else he hanging out with.
He look 40.
He's short as shit. He a grown ass man,
Yeah.
bald already, and they are teenagers, and they talk like that. I said, "Oh shit, where did they find
I
Terry
think
Crews?"
I'm gonna go out back.
Cheaper than that. And he said, "Ain't." I have never heard "ain't" in an anime in 10 years of watching anime. Y'all ain't gonna do all the fun without me. I said, "Ain't."
Yeah, we got this under control. Watch me now. I'm like, they got Shaft to freaking
I
do
was
this
like,
shit.
damn. In the English version, they gave the blackest person the
They
blackest
did.
country.
I think that's Jon Stewart's voice from the Justice League Unlimited series.
all I know, I was just like,
We can look it up.
Which is the black guy that does all the voices.
The
What's his name?
dread from,
We can look it up.
from Futurama, the dread guy.
Yeah. What's his name? We was just looking up all the voices he
I
did.
forgot his name. Tara Strong is a female. What's his name?
What's that motherfucker name? Tommy? No, not Tommy. Some shit. Anyway, he's an iconic voice actor. He does Static Shock too, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I think it was his voice, man. I'm like, what the freak?
I'm looking it up now.
And I'm like, God dang, you got the most racial type of
I don't
old
think
school
he would have picked
ethnic.
that for anime.
No way.
All
Hey.
anime voices are like this,
This
and
is
it's
gonna
really
be
high
funny if
pitched.
he's- if
So
he's,
why would he
white.
come on there like
Yeah,
that? I was
yeah.
like, oh,
that'll
shit.
just make it worse.
Yeah, when you get a brother like me, you like you supposed to shoot. I got some cornbread and collard greens. Y'all ready to eat? And there's one thing in this anime that I was kind of weirded out about. Like, why are y'all making such a big deal of this New Year's thing? Like, shut up. Like, it's the factions of the leagues. I get that.
Phil Lamar.
Phil Lamar. That's probably him.
I don't think it's Phil Lamar. I think he would have went in a different
Phil Lamar
direction.
trying to catch that
My
check.
boy played, what did he play? Iron Man and some old Avengers stuff. No, War Hero. I think that's him.
To answer your question,
War Machine?
Your War Machine.
to answer your question, it still kind of goes back to, there's this game, and I get to escape reality. Now my unreality has been broken because I can't leave, and if I try to leave or if I don't make it, I die in actual reality. So they're trying to get some sort of weird sense of normalcy by doing things they would have actually done in the real world to kind of keep
100%.
themselves from
This is the
All
reality.
that money on the floor though. I didn't understand that.
Because he told her he's like some wayfinder shit down in the
They
dungeon.
never found nothing.
Yep, they never found nothing on that.
Piece of paper.
They got sidetracked. It's
Hey, do they
sidetracked.
sleep in this shit, bro?
Yes.
Okay.
They do sleep. There's day-night cycles and stuff like that. Is that something you would see all the time? No.
I just want to know that.
I
It's
put
just
on Anime Brain for that because I know they body at home.
Yeah.
All over themselves.
That's why I gotta say. I have another question.
Sure.
Who taking care of their bodies, my nigga? They could die. It ain't
That's a great
no
question. That's in
water.
the anime.
food,
They gotta
water.
put that into the helmet.
They're just
hey,
swimming
hey,
in shit
hey,
and poop.
I love
What
all
the
your questions.
frick?
I love all your questions, but that's for the anime. We just can't.
That's true. That's
But
true.
you know, that's writing. All they gotta do is say you're suspended in time. This is only a week and a half, but you think it's
That's still a long time.
all right. But you think time moves slower. That's all they gotta do to explain it to us. I'll take it.
Okay.
Because
I was
45 minutes later, I might need to take a leak in that.
I'm just
world.
asking questions, bro. That's it. That's
Hey,
it.
all I'm saying is I'm just not going to spoil your appreciation or negativity of their solution.
I felt the
Put your hand
reward.
on the toilet.
I felt the reward of teamwork when they were
Yes.
taking on that boss.
Oh, very much
I felt
so.
like I was a part of it. I was rooting for them, bro. It felt good to see that.
So in that situation in the film, which one were you? Were you primary attacker? Were you if they actually had one? Any casters, or were you over their defense?
I'm bro with the axe.
Okay.
I'm bro with the axe, heavy
Okay.
hitter, haymaker, blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Heavy, big attack, big defense. No specials, no specials, no kinks. Just about attack and defend. I'm a rock nigga.
I would have probably definitely been one of those folks carrying around a shield, and at the same time, also had like one of the skill sets of that sneaky guy at the end of the film. But definitely doing some sort of defense to make sure something can be maintained.
Tightest
or
girl had the
protected.
weakest weapon. You know what I mean? With the little Wolverine chick.
Oh yeah. Those
She's
kind
pretty
of
tight. I like her hairstyle though.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
character designs in this are great.
Yeah, definitely. It's sexy too. They really, these Asians are sick. They need to just go ahead and show the titty, man. Show some pubic hair. Don't just have them in the hot tub. Make them stand up. Let me see them nipples.
You got to find the right anime. You haven't gone on a search long.
Yeah, but they
That's
show
all
the
that is.
sex, the sexual innuendos in these anime movies. Like, bro, like, show me something.
Frustrating.
Yeah, but that's exactly
Yeah.
that's
And then you want to show them kids?
this teenage.
The main guy doesn't want to.
thing.
The main guy doesn't
That's
want to
what-
kiss her,
that's-
hug her,
that's what
wanna
happens in
tell her how he loves her.
That's teenage stuff right there.
No.
Somebody in Japan is kissing somebody
Feel me,
in high school.
bruh? I'll say like a critique was. There were a couple moments where it was dialogue heavy for somebody who's not into video games. Will probably be like check out.
Sure.
Okay.
Because I feel like this is the type of, if you don't really know about, like MMOs and RPGs and stuff like that, and you're not an anime fan, I feel like, they'd be like, what the frick did I just watch? That's number one. Number two, my number two critique, and this is all I got for critique, is the ending and the action. Like, those together. I'll put those together. It ended okay, but it was a little extra on there that there was leading to a movie number 3.
Sure.
A third movie's coming, y'all.
Sure.
And I wish it was more like action. It was that fight in the water with the homegirls. That was the best action sequence. It
Yes.
was pretty nice.
Very, very much. So
Yeah.
I actually appreciated that. And you're talking about when they were taking the bath?
No.
Or you're
Oh,
talking
that was
about-
tight too, but no,
or
I'm
you're
talking when
about
they're actually fighting.
The night scene?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
When he was
In the
sneaking
woods,
around
yeah,
watching to
yeah,
see what
yeah,
was going on.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was absolutely good.
Yeah.
When you were talking about, what were the two critiques again?
So I talked about the ending and
Ending?
the action, but before that, I was talking about like if you're not into video games.
Okay, yeah. This is what you talked about, I guess, years ago. Not years ago, really. Okay, fine. At least
Maybe.
within the last 2 years ago. When you were saying, the question was, I think, is anime mainstream?
Yeah.
Okay. This is one of those things where it's it's a yes and no thing. Yes, when it comes to actually watching anime season by season and seeing that world and its populace there. Is it still going to be as big as the other mainstream things at this moment? I would say no, but I still consider it a part of mainstream culture right now, especially since
It's a part of pop culture.
it's especially
I could
since
give it that.
we can absolutely look for, especially for me, saying that I'm around a bunch of kids now.
Yeah.
The things that they do and
They're
how
talking
they
about
dress
anime.
and the
Yeah,
stickers
yeah,
that
yeah.
they have on their backpacks
Definitely,
and
definitely,
stuff. Yeah, it's
definitely.
definitely
My
within,
JoJo's all into it. Like at school, it's the rave. Yeah.
But when it still comes to going to see a film in the theaters, it's not.
Yeah.
It is specifically for that group who love those animes and things
and
like
the
that.
toy section got like
Yes.
5% of the toy aisle for
Yeah,
anime.
so it's definitely got ways to go in that regard, but it's still a great experience when you go in to actually enjoy it and watch it.
Because this is actually my first anime movie, at a theater.
At a theater?
Yeah.
Wow.
At a theater.
How dope was it
Oh, that's
seeing
so
that
you still
big,
haven't seen One Piece Red. Okay.
that big, huge, colorful anime on that screen, dog? That
Oh,
shit
it
was
was
nice,
lovely.
man.
It was nice. It was nice, but what really got me was that freaking audio. I kept looking over my fucking shoulder, bro.
Oh, when they were down in the balcony and they were talking, you're like, what's going on?
You know what? At some point when they were fighting the boss, some of the lights, I had to look around because I felt like a laser shot across the room a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, are they gonna add lighting effects to movie theaters at some point? Because they had some really nice effects with the lasers and that big final boss, man. What's the girl I got a crush on? What's her name with the hook?
The scythe.
Mito.
Mito?
Yeah, I can't remember Wolverine
Hey,
girl's name, but
she's the strongest, my nigga. She level 16. I don't think nobody else on that team is level 16. Maybe the main guy out of Goku effect, but I think she's got the skills to pay the bill.
oh well, I mean, based on how they were, the other people in that group were responding to her in the fight.
Man, them chains.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because she
Her
didn't
weapon
even
in itself
her
was
weapon
ridiculous.
had a length to it.
It
She
does
could
so many things.
She could
Yeah.
extend, she could shorten it. It came out with a chain and everything. It was ridiculous. And a scythe.
It was a multi-weapon. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was the tightest character thus far.
Yeah.
That we've seen
Yeah.
in the movie. And the other thing about the movie is that, I really enjoyed not only the camaraderie like Jody said, but the fight scene in the woods was great. I thought we could have got more at the. I thought we could have got a little bit more in the sauna and the hot tub and the bathing suit. I'll make you a bathing suit thing. That was kind of weird, but. We all wanted to see them fight. I think they could have took that a little bit further.
Sure.
That's my critique. And a lot of the dialogue, I don't think they understand the pacing of a film. It very much felt like an anime on the big screen.
Sure.
That's what it was.
There was no, I don't know. There was some story arc,
It
character
was 3
arc.
episodes of anime on a big screen.
Yeah, three, 4.
But-
Rather than a movie, right?
Yeah.
But if you're gonna wow me with fireworks or something like that at the end, don't show them for 3 minutes and then cut to dialogue and then show them again. Save them, because that's not how fireworks work here in America. Maybe they work differently in Japan, but we get the little psh, psh, psh. Then there's something called the grand finale, is when you blow your whole load. They started off.
They should know that.
They started off blowing their whole
They just
load
wasn't
in the
doing it.
beginning,
Yeah.
and then the kids left 2 glasses of champagne.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what you talking about.
2 full glasses.
That was the end of the movie, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
The
that's
ending
what I'm
didn't end correctly for me.
That's what I said, that
It was
extra minute.
anticlimactic.
Yeah,
You know
the
what I mean?
ending.
And then they
I
came
mentioned that
back
shit,
to
yeah.
showing us a little bit more of the fireworks. I'm gonna go get some more. He was
The
about.
glasses was full.
I'm gonna go
Flash
get some
said
more
that.
to drink.
Flash said that.
So wait a minute.
What's
So
going
Flash
on?
Flash is telling me that the awkwardness is part of being a teenager, but drinking champagne is not.
It's a
Yo,
video
if I'm
game.
drinking champagne with a girl and it's
New Year's go on. I'm about to get a kiss.
A kiss would have ended that. I know they
Yeah.
let him. He needs a whole season and a half to finally fall in love with her and never get her,
my nigga.
because that is an anime trope that's
Okay.
been repeated almost too many times for me.
There's only one.
Man, they showing up versions of they butt crack, bro. Show these motherfuckers kids.
In regards to that, and it's not a, some full on answer or solution to what you're saying, but the only thing I can think of is the word that they chose to use in that regard, and it's partner. And that word is used in this film.
Oscar.
That word is used in this film.
My bad.
I guess you could say for specific reasons. One, for someone like me who's seen the episodes and I understand what's going on. And two, for someone like you and him who has not seen the anime, so it doesn't necessarily give something completely away.
But he could lean into it, and then that bad guy could have came out and rubbed her head. It didn't have to go down like that for
She
me.
respects him like a leader,
Like a
brother, boss, employer, mentor, rather than a love interest, my nigga. Because I got some real gay vibes between her and the chick with the scythe, bro. Lesbian vibes, bro.
Okay, well, at
even
any
in the
point when
hot
you see the
tub-
first movie, you'll have a better solution to that.
It felt like there will be a sequel for sure.
Yeah, the way they ended this thing. I mean, so yeah, I agree with you on the ending
I mean,
part.
they're only on level 6, level 5, level 6 now. So, hey.
How you gonna act all creeped out when you leaving from the champagne? When you had to get there in the first place to celebrate that motherfucker. I'm like, what the heck? Did you have to come this way? You had to go, didn't you have to do that shit on the way there? Oh,
It was the
Valid
presence
point.
that they felt. That's all.
Yeah, but
it
still,
was dark as a motherfucker.
yeah, but
she was scared.
I wouldn't have thought that was the route they took to get wherever they were going.
That's what I was
that was
thinking.
my thought.
But there
All
was.
around
I got
and
you.
Back alley
I got you.
staircase in the
Way up there in the dark in a
Game of
haunted
Thrones.
bell tower.
To celebrate.
Game of Thrones castle, walk of shame.
Look, I would have thought they were in there with the party. He went, but he wasn't like he was invited, and they're just in some a secluded area, and then they go down into the rest of the party or something like
This
that.
is what I'm talking about, a big ending. I
got you.
I don't need a Soul Train line, but let me see everybody celebrating.
Oh
New
boy
Year's
wants a
and all
Soul
that.
Train line. Oh yeah, we do a Soul Train up in here. Oh, let me show you my moves. Back up,
But
bitches.
then also,
Y'all ain't gonna leave me behind.
But then also, you also got to remember that in this movie, they had parts. They mentioned parts of the anime, and this movie took part in the anime. I mean, a certain part in the anime, in the section of the anime, which is not towards the end. So
Got it, but it was New Year's, and it was a 500 to 1,000 people.
all right, nigga, I'm done.
Celebrating. I just
I
wanted
know
to
what
see
he was
people.
saying.
I just wanted to see people toasting and a New
Yeah,
Year's
hey,
Big
baby, over
ending.
here. I'm with you. That's
and
why I
then,
said
and
the
then
ending.
credits. They got you.
Yes.
It would've been good.
One more thing I'll say that I really loved about this anime is I bought this movie. I bought into the reasons why they did what they did for the going to the level 5 boss. The two clans, this
Power
MacGuffin,
balance. Power
the
balance.
balance of power, and being in the middle. I really dug that. I really bought into that, and that really helped. It was a big reward once they did what they did. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
it
saying?
solidified the battle that they took on. Yes.
The importance. You felt the weight, the stakes of it. Like there's a lot on the line for what y'all about to do.
Yes.
And the game feels big.
Oh, yes.
And multiple,
Yeah.
a vast amount of adventures
Yeah,
that could go on.
definitely. So all in all, to wrap this thing up, final thoughts. Let's start. I'll give my final thought, then I'll go to you, Sad, Flash, and then I'll end it up with 4.
Sure.
He's experienced. All in all, this is a very entertaining movie that I really enjoyed from beginning to end. Didn't get sleepy, didn't get bored at all. It was exciting, and I dug all of the characters for the most part. It's something that's not over the top, great and excellent like Dark Knight, but this is something that you could watch, be entertained, and then want more of. Huge success in my opinion. I give this animated movie a B+.
Okay.
Sad.
I'm right there with you, man. I like the fact sword play is not just swords, it's knives, it's daggers, it's axe, it's sickles and other things of that nature, but it's blade stuff. No shoot 'em up, no guns. I think that's an interesting concept. This was one of those ideas as a creative person where I say, damn, I wish I had thought of that. You know what I mean? Like, it was right in front. Anybody who's been a gamer or played video games, this has been right in front of our face for the past 10 years, and this genius sat down and
pulled it
did
off.
You know what I mean? And by them being on level 5, he's set himself up for either a 5-year run, 10-year run, or a 20-year run, whatever the fates may decide, whatever the anime gods may decide. I give this 2 a B+, high B, great watchability, and now I'm gonna have to dig into the anime just to get caught up. And the fact that there's a game component in real life, IRL, that would probably make it an A- for me, because never before has I've been introduced to the, like, Mario movies coming up. Uncharted movie came up, but it was after the game. Never simultaneously. I just found out about the anime tonight. The movie came out at 3. Thank you for that, BG4. I'm gonna up my grade from a B+ to an A-, Jody Joe.
All right. Flash.
This anime, this movie, I haven't seen anime in some years now. But as I was watching this movie, and certain characters did certain shit, and even the clothes that they was wearing made me feel like I'm back watching it again. I was like, fuck this, I remember that, I remember this, I remember that. And this was, gave me the great experience of this. And then now, the combination of the anime with the animation, the combination of the animation with the CG, and that CG was on point in this movie.
Oh, you were right. CG. Was that boss CG?
Oh, back to a B+. I don't like the CG mixed with 2D. I think 5-10 years from now, when we look back at that, it'll feel like old Star Wars or cringy Sinbad movies and all that kind of stuff. It's been getting
a lot better, bro. It's been getting a lot better.
So what they do is they take 3D anime and put a 2D filter over top of it and make the 3D look like 2D. I was yelling it out to E-Man, but he wasn't getting it. The stairs 2D, monster 2D. Like I'm like 3D, so they're mixing it.
Do you think that that's a shortcut and greed?
Oh, it saves money.
It is. It saves money.
It saves money. It gets films out faster, and it saves time and animators.
So yes, your answer is yes.
Yes,
I think so too.
Yeah.
But it's not done well yet. Technology's still pushing forward.
But it's actually looking good now.
Oh, it looked good. It was.
Yeah, but I don't think that it would look good as if it was like something from the ground up, 2D, written and drawn by people.
What you mean, like an anime that's 2D specifically?
Straight up 2D. If it was a full-on 2D film.
Handwritten, hand-drawn.
You know what?
Full-on 2D film.
It's a documentary I want you to see from the great anime movie maker. I keep forgetting his
Studio
name.
Ghibli?
From Studio Ghibli. I keep forgetting his name. But in that documentary...
See, he worked with that Disney shit. That Disney shit hand-drawn, bro. And that frame rate looked good.
He was hand-drawn. Yes, he's hand-drawn.
Yeah.
They tried to put CG into his shit. And he's like, I don't want that shit. What the fuck? Hand-drawn all the time.
Yeah.
And then the CG niggas kept coming every day.
What's CG?
Trying to improve their shit. He was like, because they was doing the caterpillar.
Yeah.
And he looked at it. A caterpillar don't move like that. He's speaking Japanese.
Right.
What's the life? Where's the motion? I don't feel shit with this shit. Get this shit out of my office.
If you watch old Disney, you see that anime, the motion of it. Snow White, Dumbo. She looked good, bro. Them niggas was drawing like a motherfucker, bro. Like, 30 pages a day. They was putting the work in on that shit, bro. That Disney, the animation does.
So
and this is the future, though.
Yeah, but
this is the future.
Now you know, with the CG work, it was only 2 niggas working on that shit, and they got a lot done.
On this?
No,
movie?
in the documentary I was watching. And they got a lot done, so you can see less people, the less money they had to pay out.
Yeah.
And so on and so on. So,
greed.
So, yeah.
Cutting costs, greed.
The audio in this movie was awesome. I love the music. The colors was
popping
in this fucking movie also.
Facts.
And we always gotta love the main characters. They did their shit in this movie.
Yep.
Yeah, that's most of the time, sure.
A movie.
Oh, you give it an A. There we go. 4.
I'm gonna give it an A. It's a straight solid A for me.
Nice.
I have seen the anime. I am caught up on the anime, and I understand the story. I understand the concept, and to get a film for me for this anime is unexpected. For me to get a second anime film from them is just amazing, and it shows the impact that they have had on people, their audience, their readers, and those who just going ahead and envelop all of what they do.
Real quick, how long before the first anime, the first movie and the second movie? When was the first movie?
A couple of years, I think.
I can look and check.
Oh, okay.
A couple of years. Not. It hasn't been that long.
Oh, okay, so they're
It has
doing their
not been
thing right
long.
now.
I
Yeah.
seen the
So,
anime
that's the
last
first
night.
one?
I think on Netflix. I just saw it.
Aria.
But like this
Time.
second movie.
Yeah.
So the first one was 2021.
So yeah, just a
What
couple
the
of years.
freak? A year later, a year. What the freak?
But I'm
That's
with,
good.
I'm with you as far as I enjoyed the music and score in here. I enjoy the beauty of the animation. I enjoy the colors. The closing was a little bit displeasing, but overall I cannot really harp too much on what I got out of this film. I was once I got to that point of they're finally getting to the big bad boss and they're fighting for
check.
their real reason right now. It was absolutely amazing and epic. And I'm just happy that you guys were also able to enjoy it too. Since
Yeah.
this is your first one in theaters, this is your first anime film, and your first experience with this show.
Yeah.
And
Really
more to
enjoyed it.
come.
More of these anime movies coming your way. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for Saddle War for being here. Flash, BG4. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. Check out my Patreon. A lot of anime reactions there. I just got into anime over the last year or so. And I'm right in the middle of, I'm doing Pain Arc right now on Naruto. Y'all go ahead and join that motherfucking Patreon, y'all.
don't know
It's
Pain.
lit.
Join that
You don't know
Patreon.
Hey,
Nah.
You don't know Pain.
I would love to see a Studio Ghibli on that screen, bruh.
They be having them in the fandom events, bro. They
know.
do.
I mean,
They do
yeah.
Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, all that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Thank you guys so very much for watching. We out. Peace.